Hi guys, welcome back to the Funky Evolution Party. I'm Alice Green and happy Halloween. um, it doesn't just have to be Halloween for me to be everybody's biggest nightmare. And, you know, where do I start and where do I finish? I really wanted to kind of sum up, since this plan was sort of given to me to hand down on a silver platter to you guys as small little hors d'oeuvres for you to sort of munch through and try and digest how we as individuals need to take a closer look at who we are and why we act the way we act. Um, we as people, and I'm just going to say this very bluntly, are very, very boring. We all have eyes, we all have legs, we all have arms, we all have the same organs, we all have, it doesn't matter what country you come from, there's an A negative, I'm B positive, so that's, I just have to be positive all the time. Um, blood types are the same, everything's the same. The only difference is the melanin and like the pigmentation in our skin, and that is just evolutionary science of our bodies protecting ourselves from UV rays. So I really want to kill this racism stuff because it's all about discrimination and what I like to call troll patrol versus soul patrol. It's really been nice to see a lot of people coming out with the truth. I would really want to, shout out to Will Smith for breaking himself down, because the belly is emotional until you drop your baggage, until you like face your deepest, darkest self. And what is that? Like, why is it so scary to take the mask off and be like, oh shit, I fucked up? And what? I can't change my past. All I can do is make sure the steps taking forward aren't the same mistakes repetitively, and then keep blaming everybody else for you not stepping up. And that's the end of the story. It's all about stepping up and, literally unmasking ourselves, looking at each other in the eyes and being like, hey, like, it's all been done before, but we need to understand that we, the species, the boring ones who aren't diverse actually at all, you know, take off this layer. And that's the biggest thing. Like, I'm really gonna like troll patrol here because it's, where is the level? When are we going to stop throwing these cards at each other? The gender card, the this card. Are we all going to become genderless? Am I not going to be able to call myself a woman? Is it going to be offensive? Like, why are you offended? That is the deepest, biggest, darkest question. Why are you offended? Is it because you are not exploring yourself to your full maximum capacity? At the end of the day, if you can't handle the heat, you're going to have to not keep projecting that onto others and learn how you can actually step up and use your wings to fly, because no one is going to save you. You're the only person who's going to save you. And, there's a massive thing about like monogamy and open relationships. You can't be open with somebody if you're not open with yourself. And until people become like, who am I? It's okay that I fucked up. It's okay that, I thought that way. I'm wrong a lot of the time. Like, sometimes I'm just like, how did I get that so wrong? And it's completely fine to admit to yourself and to others that you weren't right, and that actually, in order for us to come together, we need to start educating ourselves a little bit further. So, number one, the racism, the this and that, it's bullshit. It's not racism, it's discrimination. You are all exactly the same. We are pack animals, and unless you're albino, you are of color. Now, underneath that is all the same nonsense, so drop the bullshit. The only difference between you and I is our psychology. And how that psychology is affected, you are what you eat. So be mindful of all the that you're getting put into your brain. Like, again, if it doesn't belong to you, send it back, because each individual has enough on their plates in the way the system is set up to keep us suppressed. In order for us to really look at how we're going to take back our individual powers as well as global unity. Food. I'm hungry right now, actually. It would be lovely. But I've got, food from all over the world on my doorstep. It's amazing. We are so fortunate to be in this age where we can do that. But the way it's done is not right. And it's up to us individuals to be like, hey, wait a second. Why are they poisoning my food supply? Why have we got all these chemicals going into things? Why is there rubbish everywhere? How can we individually and then collectively make changes? Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm finally okay with what he's saying. He's like, yes, should be the government who hold everybody accountable. This is correct. But when somebody attacks Harry Styles and Vogue and starts saying he just has to be a white person who's straight, it's like bullshit. If you understand that everybody is entitled to fashion, you do not have to be gay to wear a dress. And it really upsets me that these cards keep being thrown when actually it's just pigmentation and melanin. And how ignorant can we still be in 2021? I just don't understand. Anyway, to continue breaking it all down, the answer is very simple. Please watch Bruce Lipton. Please follow him. Your environment, everything that you surround yourself with, is what forms your genes and your DNA, and how you can transform yourself into a powerful individual that is part of a collective. So imagine we are all just like one little cell in a major body, right? And we need to just power that cell so the whole body, which is the planet, works properly. And until we come together, this world will continue to be a nightmare. However, if we looked at the art of being smart that starts in the heart, we looked at ourselves and went bah, 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 like a peacock mantis shrimp, and just blew that shit right out of the water. It hurts. Everybody has been hurt. I have been hurt. You have been hurt. But the trick is to not continue to hurt each other, but to support each other. Because, okay, so I'm pretty good at doing shit on my own, but I've got a wall that is so tall. And there are some things I can't reach to the top, and I'm going to need someone a little bit taller than me to get there. And sometimes we kind of need help to get there. And I've seen a lot of great collaboration, and I've seen a lot of great things happening, but it's not happening quick enough. We have missed so many opportunities. You just have to hold up the sign. Love evolution, FunkyEVOlutionParty, food, fashion, humor, music. These things are what is going to and push them right back, because I don't care if you want to do that, and you shouldn't care if I don't, and it should be personal choice. But by stripping us and by turning us against each other like pack animals, it's not civilized. And I am tired of seeing that nonsense when I read it, and it's just, do you guys understand what racism actually means? No, you are ignorant to it all, and you're all pack fucking animals that need some training. And understand that we're boring, and I can strip myself of this and strip myself of this and take these off. And really, eventually, without all my colour and without all my flair and without everything, I'm just the same as you, and you're just the same as me, with a bit of pigmentation, and that is due to your environment that dictates that. And the more hate we are projecting into our veins, the uglier we become as individuals. We're absorbing all of this, and we're allowing these things to happen. All we need to do is say, stop. It's time that we all put down the bullshit started to bring some science and intelligence to the table. Actually, oh yeah, wait a second, it's not race, it's psychology that differs us. We're not racially different because we've all got the same sort of everything except for pigmentation. Oh, alright, so I'm the same as you and you're the same as me, but it's my psychology. And how do we work on that one? Now, luckily for us, there's plenty of people who have studied it, but unfortunately haven't quite got it right. So it's up to us now to look at the different ways, from alternative medications to like having a lobotomy. You know, like I think a lot of us could do with that, and a fresh start and a fresh page, but that only comes from digging deep, going into your darkest selves, understanding that it's not you, it's society who has taken away your balls and emasculated everybody. Like, everybody is discriminated against, from men to women to children to everybody. There's not a single organism on this planet, even bacteria. Ooh, let's clean that. Ooh, bleach, get rid of it. But everything, it's discrimination, it's not racism. And we need to start looking not as individualism, as genderless. I'm sorry, I was born a woman. I have a lot of masculine traits and I can do a lot of masculine things. However, I am also very in touch with how I was brought to this planet and what my purpose might actually be. And that is just to live naturally, just to be me and not care. Like, if my son wants to wear a pink dress, let him wear a pink dress. Let him get it out of his system, because if he wants to wear it when he's 20, he won't be so oppressed and repressed and be like, ah. It's like, no, this is natural and this is cool and this is fun and I'm okay with this, and I'm okay with this, because if we don't allow each other to express themselves as they choose to be, you know, then how on earth will we evolve? And I'm going to leave you guys with that, because I've got a lot to say on a lot of things, but also I need to start marketing and getting this word out there, because like I say, astrologically, we've missed so much time, and I'm now fired up. It might be the solar flare ejaculation that has taken place. However, it's really time for us to drop the masks, drop the bullshit. You know, if it's sensible, do it. United we stand, divided we fall. You know, recalibration, calibration for recalibration. I've got a load of them. You guys have seen me just spin crazy nonsense, and sometimes my brain is like, it needs sparks. It needs people who are like, boom, hey, guess what? We can rock this boat, and that's all we have to do is get this party started. Like, you know, I said about the underground scene, and now I'm really freaking underground. It's like being in a dungeon, but the idea is that we have to grow up and we have to look at our resources that are on our doorsteps and how we can collectively come together. Many hands make light work. Like I say, I do my doorstep, you do your doorstep. The whole street will look bloody amazing. And how is that difficult? It's not. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and get the message out there. Take care.